Hello, welcome back to this video. So in the last video, we were doing PIB current affairs of April month. So in the backdrop, after completing that video, I had completed the entire April April month's PIB, and I won't record the video because I've already completed that, and I would continue recording once I start May month's PIB current affairs. So for today's video, what we are going to do is we are going to cover our current affairs of general current affairs, which are both useful for general awareness section and can be used in uh, ESI and ERD as well. So let us begin with general current affairs. So this is for the month of April. This is April month's compilation. So if we see, this PDF is actually of 154 pages. So this is quite large than I anticipated it to be, because what we usually do is for UPSC 1 month's current affairs compilation is usually about 100 120 pages. So this would be some kind of hassle, but I think if we be consistent, then it might not be a huge issue to tackle. So let us begin. The index itself is such a long that it is lasting till page number 8. So let us start with page number 9. National news. National news. PM e-drive subsidy extended. PM e-drive subsidy extended. So Ministry of Heavy Industries has extended the demand subsidy for electric two-wheelers under PM e-drive. Sorry. Did I say divine? Sorry. It is drive. Pardon. PM e-drive scheme till 31st July 2026. So they have extended the scheme till 31st July. So a subsidy for electric two-wheelers. Key highlights: this marks an extension of 4 months for the subsidy scheme that was scheduled to end on March 31st, 2026. Okay, the government as the government had last year extended the PM e-drive scheme's overall tenure to March 31, 2028. It had indicated at the time that demand incentives for electric two-wheelers would be discontinued by March 31, 2026. However, the last amendment to the scheme had revised those timelines, extending the window subsidy for electric two-wheelers until 31st July 2026. Subsidies for electric three-wheelers, including e-rickshaws, e-carts, will continue until March 31, 2028. Okay, so first of all, let me just highlight this. Subsidy window isn't for electric two-wheelers is 31st July 2026, and for electric e-rickshaws or three-wheelers, the subsidy will continue until 31st March 2028. So these are the two timelines that I think we need to focus upon and not get confused. Incentive. What is the incentive? 2,500 per kilowatt hour, capped at rupees 5,000 per vehicle for models priced up to 1.5 lakh. The incentive earlier was 5,000 per kilowatt hour with a cap of 10,000 per vehicle. Incentives are processed through the Vahan portal, National Vehicle Registration Portal. The PM e-Drive scheme The PM e-Drive scheme was launched in 2024 with an overall outlay of 10,900 crores. The scheme shall be covered in detail in government's scheme section. Okay, fine. So here the main important thing to remember is the PM e-Drive scheme. In this, they have just updated the deadlines. For electric two-wheelers, the subsidy is till 31st July 2026, and for three-wheelers or auto rickshaws, it is basically till 31st March 2028. So these two fact figures are important, and I think we should remember this as well. From which year was it implemented? The PM e-Drive scheme was launched in 2024 with an overall outlay of rupees 10,900 crores. Okay, so these three statements. Rest all I think is manageable. Okay, fine. Pyramid Drive subsidiary. Okay. PM Kusum extended. Okay. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has extended the timeline for commissioning certain projects under PM Kusum scheme. The extension applies to projects where power purchase agreements for or letters of intent were signed or issued on or before 31st December 2025. Revised timeline. The commissioning deadline has been extended to 31st March 2027. The scheme aims to add 34,800 megawatt of solar capacity with central financial assistance of rupees 34,000 crore, originally targeted for completion by March 2026. Okay, so this scheme has been extended till March 31st, 2027. So it is almost completed. The next year it would be completed, not now. So let us go to Gemini and let us just search out some important points that we can find. ऊर्जा सुरक्षा एवं उत्तम महाभियान flagship scheme initiative launched by Ministry of New Renewable. Its primary goal is to de-dieselize the agricultural sector, provide energy security to farmers, and significantly boost their income by integrating solar power into farming practices. Setting up solar power plants. Okay. The power generated is purchased by local distribution companies (DISCOMs) via 25-year power purchase agreement. Standalone solar power pumps that are off-grid. Solarization of grid-connected pumps. Okay, okay, we got the bigger picture out of this. Fine. Let me just do this. Okay, there is not a issue. Okay, the screen is visible. Okay. Dunagiri Sanshothak and Agre Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited has delivered three frontline platforms, Dunagiri, Sanshothak and Agre to the Indian Navy. Dunagiri, it is the second Nilgiri-class stealth frigate built under Project 17A after INS Nilgiri. INS Sanshothak, it is fourth and last survey vessel large. In October 2018, the contract for four survey vessels ships was signed. The previous variants of SVL inducted are INS Sandhayak, INS Nirdeshak, and INS Ishak. It Agre. It is an anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. It is the fourth of eight ASW/SWC and is designed for coastal defense operations. Okay, okay, okay. So we need to remember this. Dunagiri, INS Sanshothak and Agre, and Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited have actually delivered this to our Indian Navy, and this is an anti-submarine watercraft. Let us go and search this. Okay, fine. National Piped Natural Gas Drive 2.2. Government of India has extended the National Piped Natural Gas 2.0 by 3 months till 30th June 2026. About a national PNG Drive 2.0, it was launched by Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board from 1st of August 2026 to 31st March 2026 for 3 months. Under the initiative, government aims to extend natural gas pipeline connectivity to 37 additional geographic areas not connected to the national gas pipeline and 44 districts without PNG network access. What is the theme? Theme is Har Ghar PNG, Har Gaadi CNG. Incredible. The Government of India has a target to increase the share of natural gas to 15% in India's energy basket. This is also important. So there are just many important facts in every current affairs that we come across. The first one is Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board is the nodal agency here, which has launched this scheme for a period of 3 months. Then we have the theme Har Ghar PNG, Har Gaadi CNG, and to increase the share of natural gas by 15%. This is the important thing. Then we have INS Shachi, Goa Shipyard Limited has launched next generation offshore patrol vessels INS Sachi. INS Sachi, the first of 11 NGOVPs, is being constructed currently at two shipyards, that is GSL Goa, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, Kolkata, West Bengal. The name of ship Sachi is derived from Indian mythology which means one who renders assistance. GSL has also delivered ICGS Aschal. It is the fifth fast patrol vessel in a series of eight developed by GSL at a cost of 473 crore. Okay, fine. India SDG Dashboard. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has developed the India Sustainable Development Goal Dashboard. Okay, which ministry? Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The dashboard acts as a centralized data platform designed to monitor the progress of SDG indicators. It has been developed in partnership with United Nations Resident Coordinator Office. Okay, fine. AI and computational thinking curriculum. Ministry of Education, in collaboration with CBSE, has launched a new curriculum on the computational thinking and artificial intelligence. Key highlights: the curriculum introduces foundational concepts of AI, coding, data handling, logical reasoning, and algorithmic thinking at an elementary and middle school levels. It has been launched for classes 3rd to 8th. So this is obviously highlighted for the fact that we need to remember this fact because CBSE has launched this scheme targeting these classes. It is in line with NEP 2020 and the National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2023. Okay, so they will ask us they will confuse us actually. The fact that in collaboration with NCRT, in collaboration with which organization. So I think we need to remember this because it is in collaboration with CBSE. Then we have India's first coal to ammonium nitrate project. Ammonium nitrate. Bharat Coal Gasification and Chemical Limited and Mahanadi Coalfields Limited have signed a landmark land lease agreement for setting up India's first indigenous coal to ammonium nitrate project. The project will produce 2,000 tons of ammonium nitrate per day. The project will use indigenously developed gasification technology developed by Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. It will be set up in Lakhanpur, Odisha. Let us see ammonium nitrate. Ammonium nitrate. Ammonium nitrate is a chemical compound found at room temperature. Molecular profile high nitrogen Industrial explosive. Yes, I was looking for this exclusively. And high nitrogen fertilizer. Ammonium nitrate is highly prized agricultural fertilizer because it has a high nitrogen content. Unlike other nitrogen fertilizers like urea, it is highly stable in hot climates and doesn't lose its nitrogen content. Okay. Ammonium nitrate does not burn on its own. Instead, it acts as an oxidizer, meaning it drastically accelerates combustion by supplying oxygen to fire. So it is just an explosive. Okay. Beirut 2020 explosion. Everybody knows. Not a fertilizer anymore. Pure ammonium nitrate is banned for direct agricultural use in India. It is usually blended with calcium carbonate to form calcium ammonium nitrate, which is non-explosive and completely safe to handle. Okay. So this plant is being set up in Odisha. First indigenous plant that will be set up in India. CBDT launches Kar Sathi website. CBDT has launched new website and AI powered called Kar Sathi. It has launched it has been launched to simplify the procedure of tax filing. The portal offers round-the-clock support compliance with Income Tax Act. It includes AI chatbot to provide in Hindi and English. Okay, fine. AI Skill Center in Chandigarh University. Microsoft has signed MOU with Chandigarh University to set up the state-of-the-art AI Skill Center at its Mohali campus. It is aimed at enhancing digital skills and employability. The center will offer globally recognized Microsoft certifications in AI, machine learning, cloud computing, cybersecurity. Students will have access to over 4,400 Microsoft Learning modules linked to job roles. Chandigarh University will launch a specialized Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science Engineering with AI specialization. Okay, so just remember Chandigarh University and Microsoft are in collaboration. INS Taragiri Commission. Ministry of Defense has commissioned the advanced stealth frigate INS Taragiri into the Indian Navy. It has been commissioned by Naval Dockyard in Vishakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. It has been signed by the Warship Design Bureau and built by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Okay, commissioned by Naval Dockyard Vishakhapatnam, built by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. It is the fourth stealth brigade after INS Nilgiri, Udaygiri, and Himgiri. India-South Korea partnership. Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways has signed an agreement with South Korea's Korea International Cooperation Agency to enhance skill development in India's shipbuilding and maritime sector. First time to enhance skill development in actually shipbuilding and maritime sector. This is the first time that I am seeing that we are doing such a detailed uh, country to country partnership. The agreement aligns with the objectives of Maritime Amrit Kal Vision 2047 aimed at strengthening India's global maritime position. Under this collaboration, KOICA, along with Korea Research Institute for Vocational Education and Training, will conduct research on India's shipbuilding and maritime engineering sectors. Okay, just highlight this as well. Okay, fine. NCRT as deemed to be university. Ministry of Education has declared that the NCERT and training as a deemed to be university under district category. The approval has been given as per Section 3 of UGC course offering by NCERT. NCERT can now offer diploma, UG, PG, Doctor of Philosophy, PhD, and specialized programs while continuing curricular development. Academic programs must comply with UGC and statutory norms and obtain accreditation from the National Assessment and Accreditation Council (NAAC) and National Board of Accreditation (NBA) for eligible courses. So these are the main bodies. Obtain accreditation from these two bodies. Let us see. NCERT as deemed to be university. What's this? Degree awarding powers. De novo advantage. No commercialization, national framework, digital integration. Okay, fine, I understood the gist of it. 75 years of PTC Shahranpur. Ministry of Communication has released a 5 rupee commemorative postage stamp to mark the platinum jubilee of postal training Shahranpur. Established on April 2nd, 1951, PTC Shahranpur introduced a structured training framework replacing informal systems and strengthening India's postal network. India aims to become a global logistic powerhouse by 2030, with India Post playing a key role in achieving this goal. Okay. BIRAC and BioNest Incubation Center (BIRAC). Ministry of Science and Technology has launched the BIRAC BioNest Incubation Center at the Council of Research Center campus in Mysuru, Karnataka. BIRAC BioNest Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Incubators. The facility has been established to nurture entrepreneurial talent in food bioprocessing and biotechnology research. This is the important crux over here. It will facilitate startups in in converting innovation ideas into commercially viable technologies. So basically, point to note here is that it would be established in Mysuru, Karnataka, and the fact that it is just related to what? It is just related to bioprocessing and biotechnology research. Okay, fine. The word incubation speaks volumes about what it is going to be. INS Aridhaman, Indian Navy commissioned Indian Navy commissioned its third indigenously built submersible ballistic nuclear SSBN INS Aridhaman. It has been constructed under the Advanced Technology Vessel Projects at Visakhapatnam. It belongs to Arihant class, following the INS Arihant and Arighat. India now operates three SSBNs. The fourth vessel, Arisudhan, is undergoing sea trials for 2027 commissioning. India is among the six countries with SSBN capability, other than USA, Russia, UK, and France and China. Ship submersible ballistic nuclear submarine is India's second nuclear-powered ballistic submarine (SSBN). Nuclear Arihant class. Double the missile payload, upgraded indigenous reactors powered by advanced indigenous 83 PWR and using enriched uranium, allowing it to remain submerged for months at a time, limited only by crew food supplies and endurance. It integrates next-gen indigenously developed sonar systems. Mission Mitra. ISRO has launched Mission Mitra mapping of interoperable traits and reliability assessment. Objective: to gather virtual data on crew performance and human factors for India's Gaganyaan program and future long-duration space missions launched from Leh Ladakh. Collaboration: Protoplanet Private Limited. Crew: four Gaganyaan astronauts. Designates: Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, Ajit Krishnan, Angad Pratap, P. Balakrishnan Nair participated in the exercise at 3,500 kilometers altitude. This is Mission Mitra, mapping of interoperable traits and reliability assessment. Okay. Then we have IRIGC-TGC. Denis Manturov, first Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, visited India to co-chair IRIGC-TGC, India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission on Trade, Economic and Scientific, Technological and Cultural Cooperation. Such a long name. It serves as a key institutional mechanism to review and advance strategic economic ties between the two countries. Also reviewed the progress on implementation of the various outcomes of the 23rd summit held in 2025. Okay, fine. Market for textiles and clothing. National Household Survey 2024 conducted by Textiles Committee assess household demand for textiles and apparel, aids policy and industry planning. Textile market highlights: market size of textiles 14 lakh crore, 12 lakh crore, per capita demands. Fiber composition: man-made fibers and blends, largest share at 52.2%, cotton is at 41%, silk and wool. I think this is something that we can remember, and man-made fibers and blends is almost 52%, cotton is at 42%, 41%. Silk is rare and wool is also extremely rare. Sustainability and technical textile trends. The screen was visible right earlier because I had zoomed it a little. So this is the optimum zoom level that I should keep. Okay. Sustainable textiles demand reached 37,000 crores in 2024. Reused and retailored products account for 58% of this segment. Technical textiles: significant increase in usage of products such as masks, sanitary napkins, diapers, and surgical disposables. Rural households account for nearly 58% of technical textile consumption, while urban areas contribute to 42%. Okay. Global production. Cotton. India is second largest producer globally, around 24%, with expected of 7.2 million by 2030. Jute. India is largest producer of jute in the world, and man-made fibers. India is second largest producer. Market outlook. Textile and apparel is projected to be around 350 billion dollars by 2030. Okay, fine. Amravati, sole capital of Andhra Pradesh. The Ministry of has notified Amravati as the exclusive and permanent capital of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, deemed to have come into force from June 2nd, 2024, to implement amendment of Section 5 of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act, which earlier provided for Hyderabad as the common capital for 10 years for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. And now they are saying that Amravati is the exclusive capital of Andhra Pradesh. Update: inclusion of Amravati as the cap capital nullifies the earlier proposal of three capitals, Amravati, Vishakhapatnam, and Kurnool. Article 2 and 3 Parliament has the power to form, alter, or reorganize the state. Parliament has authority over formation, naming boundaries. Power to determine the state's capital is inherent to Parliament. Yes. Amul, rupee 1 trillion turnover in financial year 26. Amul has become the first company in India's FMGC sector to achieve an annual turnover of rupees 1 lakh crore, that is 1 trillion rupees, in financial year 26, registering around 11% growth over the previous years. Okay, so this is just a news, I guess. Global expansion. The growth was fueled by Amul expanding into global markets, including launching fresh milk in the USA and Europe, while strengthening its presence across more than 50 countries. The achievement has backed by a network of 3.6 million dairy farmers, 18 district cooperative unions, and an extensive portfolio comprising 1,200 product variants. Okay. Bhopal RPO, first in India to launch Braille and Sign Language services. Okay. The Regional Passport Office, Braille booklets are provided to help visually impaired applicants understand the passport processes and important do's and don'ts. Sign language videos. Okay, fine. Who is doing this? Bhopal's Regional Passport Office is actually doing this. So this is an important thing to remember. Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog's report on women's evolving credit market. Niti Aayog released a report titled From Borrowers to Builders: Women and India's Evolving Credit Market, highlighting women's credit growth in India. Who has released this? Niti Aayog. A report prepared under Women Entrepreneurship Platform in collaboration with TransUnion CIBL and MicroSafe Consultancy to address gaps in sex disaggregated credit data and study women's credit access behavior and progression. Key findings: Women credit growth. The report highlights that women hold a credit portfolio of rupees 76 lakh crore, accounting to 26% of total system credit, with a 4.8-fold increase since 2017. 26% accounting for 26% of total credit. Credit penetration among women rose from 19% to 36%. Potentially, around 45 crore women are eligible for credit in India. There is still a large scope of expansion, shift from entry-level loans to retail and business credit, with 19% microfinance borrowers moving to mainstream credit. Commercial: women entrepreneurs credit grew at 31% compounded annual CAGR. Okay. Surpassing overall commercial credit growth at 17% alongside a 7.5 times increase in women's entrepreneurs portfolio. There is just so much data in this percentage of CAGR growth and credit access, credit penetration, etc. Okay, fine. Then we have strong growth in personal loans, gold loans, and rising housing loans. Expansion of credit access from southern, western to northeastern states like Bihar, northern states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Digital public infrastructure has reduced barriers and enabled formal credit inclusion. Okay, so what is there to highlight? This report has been published by Niti Aayog. Then we have 26% actual portfolio that women currently account to. Then, okay, India withdraws bids to host COP33 Climate Summit 2028. India officially withdrew its proposal to host COP33 under the UNFCCC in 2028, leaving South Korea as the sole bidder. Key reasons for withdrawal: strategic shift and commitments. The government reviewed its commitments for 2028 and decided to focus on domestic priorities such as rooftop solar expansion and green hydrogen mission rather than logistical burden of hosting a major summit. Avoiding political pressure. Analysts suggest India wanted to avoid potential pressure to make higher climate commitments, such as those stemming from the upcoming IPCC Sixth Assessment Report, and to steer clear of lobbying by fossil fuel interests, as described by former officials. Competing events. The 2028 timeline may have been clashed with other major events, including potential preparations for 2030 Commonwealth Games, prompting a decision to step back. Okay, so this they won't ask you the reasons. Most probably the reasons are here redundant. Just cancel this. Just remember in 2030 we have Commonwealth Games. Then key highlights. This proposal was earlier announced by India at in COP 28 2023 United Arab Emirates. India previously hosted COP 8 in 2002. About COP. COP is the highest decision-making body at UNFCCC focuses on okay. Let us just see about Commonwealth Games. Commonwealth Games, International Multi-Sport Friendly Games, Commonwealth of Nations, Glasgow, Scotland, Gujarat. 2030 Commonwealth Games will mark 100 years of Commonwealth Games movement. Began in Hamilton, Canada back in 1930. Narendra Modi Stadium in Motera. Okay. Seismological Observatory and Doppler Wealth Radar in Jammu Kashmir. Ministry of Science and Technology and Ministry of Earth Science announced the establishment of Seismological Observatory in Kishtwar and Doppler Weather Radar in Doda, Jammu Kashmir. About initiative Doppler Weather Radar, real-time weather monitoring and improved early warning disaster management. Seismological Observatory, automated weather stations and disaster response in Paddar and Machel. Overall, expands meteorological and seismic monitoring in vulnerable regions. Okay, fine. Alem, Alemai launches Aluminium Bharat. Aluminium Extrusion Manufacturers Associations of India has launched Aluminium Bharat Initiative, India's first comprehensive exhibition dedicated to the entire aluminium value chain to boost domestic aluminium manufacturing and enhance India's global competitiveness. Unveiled by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. About Aluminium Bharat collaboration brings policymakers, industry leaders, and global stakeholders for sustainable aluminium sector roadmap. September date September 26 to 29 September. Innovation focus okay. Significant supports 10 lakh plus jobs and strengthens 5 trillion US dollar economy and Viksit Bharat 2047 goal. So LA, LM, LMI, LMI has launched. So the launching body is important, ministry is important, and I guess that would be it. ICAR constitutes STF on agriculture. Okay, fine. So it has been around 40 minutes, and let's keep the video short, I guess, because not many people can concentrate and focus for 40 minutes straight because it helps for YouTube as well for processing the video, etc. So I guess we can stop right now and then I would record another video where we will complete the rest of the part. I think we have come to page number 20. So fine progress, not a big issue. So yeah, fine.